Hey guys,
Hey.
we're back with another video.
Yeah.
We are gonna be watching scary
This is
stories.
Panda Crazy
Yeah,
Man.
scary stories.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Are
watching
you
School
even
Lock.
looking at the camera?
No.
The camera's here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So let's get into it. Lama at Sky Stories.
Okay. This isn't.
We have to put it more in your phone.
It was a boring day in calculus, only it was Friday, 7th period, meaning the week was almost over and
High
spring
school?
break would finally be upon us. So
Okay.
everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell. We didn't have a test that day like a lot of my friends did with their other
I
teachers.
didn't have a test.
So our teacher
Lucky man, why is my hair like this?
start playing games
I
with
have to
us on
fix my hair.
Sporkle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that. As we were doing some brand logo quiz on Sporkle, I remember the exact moment it happened. Right after my friend answered a question, I remember the exact answer too, Adidas. The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown. I actually got the chills and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher too seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room. We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes, and then the usual buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power. We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious. A few more minutes of waiting later, we heard a man screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway.
Are you joking?
Two girls in the class actually started crying, which made all of us even more scared. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll kill all of you." It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life. My teacher shushed us as we all looked at each other to see our peers' reactions. The banging then moved from the lockers to our classroom door.
Oh my god.
And that's when
That
one of the
blood on the
crying
floor?
girls screamed no. The banging on the door only grew
Dumbo,
worse
why'd
as
you
the man
scream
started
no?
screaming, "Open up."
That's
Two
a
of the girls
woman.
in the class were crying out loud now. It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door. But eventually, he finally continued down the hallway, screaming like a mentally insane person, until we could not hear him anymore.
God.
I'd say 10 minutes later, though it felt like half an hour given the situation, the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently mentally unstable person entered the building and assaulted the woman sitting at the front desk, causing her to flee the building screaming, and staff wasn't sure if the man was armed or not. Now, this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper security.
The
So the
definite
school
cameras?
was wide open to something like this happening.
The school doesn't have
The
cameras.
staff had done a sweep of all the hallways and classrooms and couldn't find him.
I know
So
the
the
whole
dean
story of
instructed
this.
the teachers
Are you
to resume
watching it?
teaching, but to keep all the doors locked and to not let any students leave for any reasons. The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man sleeping in one of the storage
With a gun.
closets near the back end of the school. And according to rumors that were spread by my peers,
He had a gun in his pocket. Yeah, I knew that. I've heard this whole story
The janitor must have done something stupid to wake him up. For example, leaving the closet door open, because by the time a police officer could arrive on the scene, the man was gone.
Yep.
My entire class, as far as I know, to this day, has no idea if this man was ever found, but I like to think that right now, he's being given the proper help that he needs.
I know the rest of the story to that, where he is now.
Right? Should we watch some more?
Wait, no. Let's first tell them about the story. So, the story is that he was a mental person and he lived right next to the school. And the next morning, the reason why the cops didn't find him is because he killed himself.
He killed himself.
Because he was mental. He had a panic breakdown and he killed himself.
Yeah, but wouldn't he be in the closet?
And there was blood on the...
Wouldn't he be in the closet?
No, because remember he escaped the closet? and then he killed himself the next. So after school, he killed himself, and there was blood all over the window.
Oh.
And there was like a rundown house and everything.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Makes me more scared now. What should I do now? Something. Oops. Good.
I don't think there's anything wrong. So should we
No.
stop it there?
College horse boy. No one cares.
What are you guys doing?
Making a video
Of reacting.
Just his brother
My
here.
campus didn't
Reacting
offer
to
housing,
what?
and I lived about a half
This is
mile
his
from
brother
school,
Luca.
So I started my journey
Are you gonna react to
while
it?
playing on my phone. I glanced up to see an old man heading towards me on a bicycle. Normally, I'd step aside to let bikers and skaters pass, but he braked instead. I stopped too, wondering if there was something wrong. He walked up to me and said, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you." I felt chills
I would
instantly.
run away.
I didn't know what to think. I just looked up at him with a fearful and confused expression. I was gathering up the courage to tell him that I was late for class and I should go.
This guy's
Before I could
creepy.
say
What the
anything,
hell?
He said, "Get off the grass." Looking down, I noticed I'd stepped over towards the road and onto the grass. I stepped off slowly and he said, "You wouldn't want to step on any bugs or get your shoes dirty now, would you?" He raised his finger and asked me what my name was. I told him.
Don't tell him.
He replied, "Don't worry,
Idiot.
I'm not
No,
gonna
he
hurt you."
lied. He lied.
The same chills
I
ran
think
through
he
my body
said he lied.
again. But before I could say
don't know if he
anything,
What's his
the
real
man
name?
said, "Get off the grass. You wouldn't want to step on any bugs or get your shoes dirty now, would you?" I looked down to see that I was back on the edge of the sidewalk again. This had to be deja vu. He asked for my name once more. I said my name again, but he interrupted me before I could finish. He told me his grandchildren are down the road and needed gas money. I told him I didn't have any spare change, or any change at all for that matter. He continued to ask me again, and I gave him the
He's
same
back
answer.
on the grass.
Eventually, I headed towards my school. I turned to see if he was still there, but he was gone.
What the
As I was walking, I approached the intersection. There was a truck on its side. It must have tipped over while turning the corner.
Is he a ghost?
Are you joking? He a ghost.
He must have died in the truck.
What?
He must have died in the truck.
They
If you want to
llama.
help support the channel, head on over to the brand new Llama Arts merch store. It has new stuff available like
You know what your hair.
t-shirt designs.
Look at his hair. Look at his hair.
Oh,
Yeah, they already know.
Wait, what the hell was that? That wasn't scary at all.
No, let me find one. I'll put it back on your lap. No, I'll put it back.
No. Okay, so that's probably just the end of it.
That was terrible.
So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. So then,
Thank you for
we're going
watching.
see ya
And
next